Someone looks at you, holds it a beat too long, then looks away, like they got caught. No smile, no nod, just silence, and you're left wondering what they saw. Most people assume it means something is wrong with them. Psychology suggests there's something most people misunderstand about it, and once you understand what's actually happening, this will never feel the same way again. You've probably replayed those moments, trying to figure out what you did, what you said, whether you were too much or somehow not enough. But here's what most people get wrong. The stare isn't a response to a flaw. It's a response to something you're carrying that most people don't know how to process. Sometimes it's curiosity. Sometimes it's uncertainty. Sometimes it's nothing at all, but almost never what you first assumed.
Psychology explains this through how the brain prioritizes what stands out. The brain flags what it can't immediately categorize and keeps returning to it. Think about the last time you walked into a room and immediately noticed someone, not because they were loud or trying to stand out, but because something about them felt different. You couldn't explain it, you just kept looking. That's the same mechanism working in reverse. Now think about a quieter version of this. You're sitting somewhere, a waiting room, a cafe, a meeting. Someone across the room keeps glancing at you, not aggressively, not obviously, just returning again and again. You become aware of it before you can name why. That awareness itself is the mechanism at work. Two people registering each other before a single conscious thought forms. Most people assume the stare means something specific. Psychology suggests it often just means the brain found something it couldn't file away quickly and kept circling back. But it goes deeper. In some cases, this kind of awareness develops early, in environments where reading the room wasn't an option, where you had to notice things before they happened. You built an awareness you never chose and never lost. That awareness changed how you hold yourself, how you occupy space, and other people feel it even when they can't name it. Here's where it gets interesting. The brain's threat and salience systems flag anything that feels unexpected. Unusual calm or self-containment stands out as something the brain tries to categorize immediately. The silence that follows isn't rejection, it's what processing looks like from the outside.
But here's the nuance. The same presence that draws silent attention can feel isolating. People stare but don't approach, not because you're unapproachable, but because engaging feels like a lot. You've probably felt it your whole life, but never knew what to call it. And this is where it becomes a double-edged thing. The same quality that makes you noticeable also creates distance. Not because people don't want to get closer, but because getting closer feels like it requires something. An effort, a reason, a moment of courage most people talk themselves out of before it arrives. So they stay where it's safe. They watch from a distance, and you're left wondering what the stare meant, when really the stare was never the message. The silence after it was. The stare is rarely simple. It's almost never just one thing. The people who are meant to engage with you will find a way in. The ones who only stare, they're simply not the ones who act on it. The people who stare but say nothing aren't ignoring you. They're reacting to something they don't yet have language for. Most people move through rooms without registering much. You notice more than most people do, and that changes how you come across. That's not something you perform. It's something people notice before you say a word. The stare isn't the meaning. It's just the signal your presence creates, whether you respond to it or not. If this explains something you felt but never had words for, send it to someone who experiences this too. They'll know exactly what you mean before they finish watching.